Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Right now, we're live on YouTube. Check us out on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. 1212 and place to be with Roxanne Luciano. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Are you kin to Lucky? You know who Lucky
I
Luciano?
wish. You know what's so funny? Everybody asks me, where do you get that name from? And I always have to explain that. So when you just said that, that caught me so off guard because I always have to explain it.
So where did you get the name from?
Well, okay. So, all right. So like Roxanne is an alter ego. That's my alter ego. She's rich and raw and rebellious and so on. And Luciano comes simply from Lucky. Um, One of my favorite movies when I was younger was Hoodlums. And I just fell in love with Lucky Luciano. I'm like, he's just so smooth and so suave and just so extra without being extra. And I want to be smooth and suave and extra like that. So it just stuck.
So even with Roxanne, you know about Roxanne Shante, right?
Roxanne came from actually when I got my first car, I named her Roxanne. And so then I'm like, okay, whenever I get into my moods, like when I get into my confident mode, Roxanne comes out. So it just stuck with me.
So what was your first car?
It was a Beamer.
Okay, you came out hard, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so let me know where you from. Let me know about your background. Where you from? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can. Yeah.
Okay. I am from LA, but I live in Atlanta right now.
Oh, so how long you been from in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta for about three years.
So what's your earliest memories of hip hop?
My earliest memories of hip hop. I grew up listening to old school hip hop. I grew up listening to like Daisy Dukes and all the Freaknik and booty songs and TLC, Tony Braxton, people like that.
Well, that's I know you said Daisy Dukes. Isn't that the guy you working with Turning Mercedes and he made a lot of
Yes.
that music?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He made did he do Tootsie Roll too? Mm. Going out again. It's going out a little bit again. Not
I can hear you.
I can hear you now, but it going in and out a little bit. I would say so. So what made you want to be an MC?
I've always been into music. I've always listened to music. I love all types of genres of music. Rock is one of my other favorite genres of music. It's always been a part of my life, but it took me a while to be able to put it out there to other people, being confident enough to face my own anxieties and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was reading that you said you're shy, so I was
I
wondering.
have bad social anxiety.
So how you gonna be an MC if you got anxiety?
You know what? Because now that now that I'm letting myself be out there, it's getting so much easier for me to challenge that anxiety and to just be myself and expose myself to the world, to who I am. There's so many people that have anxiety that are into music that we probably have no clue, but they make it work. So
Uh,
I'm gonna make it work.
So how would you describe yourself as an artist?
I'd like to say unfiltered. I'd like to say rebellious. Everything that I feel like when I'm just my normal everyday self, that's my outlet. I am who I get to. I'm whoever I want to be. I'm gonna create whatever I want to create. I don't think that I have a specific label or area. I want to get into everything in the industry.
You were saying Roxanne's kind of your alter ego. So what's different between Roxanne and the normal you?
That's where the anxiety and the anxiousness comes in. When I'm like right now, I don't feel nervous. I don't feel uncomfortable. I don't feel like I'm my own worst critic. And sometimes it can be that way, but when I'm in Roxanne mode, I'm fearless. Like she's fearless.
So what you working on right now? I saw you had your one song, Rich Rich.
Rich Rich. Yes.
So
that just came out, streaming on all platforms. I am working on a lot. I feel like we're at the end of the year, so I'm gonna hold off until the new year to put out new stuff.
So what's the plans for what are your goals for your career?
I plan on putting out as many albums as possible. I plan on being in the music career, dibbling and dabbling in every part of the industry that I can. I'm also in school for business management, so maybe one day I'll own my own record label. Who knows?
I was reading you was trying to start a food business or something.
I am trying to do that as well. Yes.
What kind of food?
Everything organic. Everything organic doesn't necessarily mean like health-free foods, just everything that's organic and fresh. I do a lot of baking, a lot of sweets. Yeah, I'm getting into smoothies and juices and things like that.
So what are your interests outside of music?
Food. Food, music and food. Those are my therapies. Like I love reading and writing and traveling and things like that. But when it comes to like what I really love outside of music, it's food.
What's your favorite meal to eat?
Okay, now I do not make this myself, but this is my favorite food. It's Thai food, curry chicken.
From where?
I live in Atlanta, so there's this place called Ocean Wave that I love going to. They have some of the best Thai food.
Yeah, we just had a cook on the show. What's the weirdest thing you ever ate?
I don't like eating weird things, so I don't know. What's weird?
Like you ate like pig feet yet? Pig ears?
No.
Pig toes?
No.
Chitlins?
Negative.
You in the South though? What's up?
Nope. It's only so much that I can take. Power to the people who eat chitterlings, but I cannot. I can't do it.
It's all right. It ain't that bad. So you ain't nothing crazy. But I feel like if you talk about,
I don't think that I've eaten anything that crazy.
You gotta be like Anthony Bourdain. You gotta just try everything.
I like raw, like oysters and stuff like that. And
I like. I was asking people, do they have poke out there? Poke bowls?
You know what they do, but not a lot. Not a lot. There's not that many.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite things to eat. But I'm in the West Coast, so it's like by the ocean, so we got more of it. So if you wasn't making music, what would you be doing? I
Trying to make music. I'd be cooking in school and trying to make music, the same things I'm doing now.
Yeah, I'm saying, can't you put that together? You can't make a cooking show with your music playing or something?
I want to do that, but okay, so I've always had like this, I don't know if it's a problem, but I've always had this thing with trying to do too many things at one time. So now I'm trying to take small steps to I don't want to confuse myself. And I feel like if I try to do both of those things at one time, it's going to confuse me. And I want my music comes before my food. So that's what's most important.
Mm. Yeah,
after that, I can bring the food in and do that. But this is first.
Yeah, I know a lot of people even got cooking shows now. I want to say I know Action Bronson got a cooking show. I know Mia X be cooking. There'll be a lot of people like they trying. And then you know who's a really good cook, and I didn't know it. Cameron. Cameron's a really good cook.
Really?
Yeah, he can cook. Like he has like just type his name up on YouTube. He has they did an episode of him cooking. He can really cook, like really, really cook.
Yeah, because I did not know that.
Yeah. So how's the COVID? Has COVID affected your life any?
I think COVID's affected everybody's life.
Yeah, some people say it's for the better for them though, because they had time to make projects and make music. So
when it comes to music, everything's virtual now. Like at least for right now, everything is virtual. So that's easier for me to kind of get myself used to doing this, get used to interviews, get used to being in front of people. So when the time comes where it's like, all right, it's time to actually get on the stage and or get in front of these people's faces, I'm prepared. So it's like this is preparing me for a lot of things that I would really be probably nervous about. I've done a good amount of interviews now, so I think I'm getting better with time.
cool. So what about you? Got any plans for the new year? New year almost here.
I have no clue. You know what? My plan is to be alive and be safe. I don't really plan on going out. I'll probably be in the studio. If not in the studio, then I'll be at home in my makeshift studio writing new songs, getting ready for 2021. It's been so crazy this year.
Yeah, how long you been working with Tony?
Long time. But we just started my career not too long ago. A couple of months ago, actually, we just started this. So, but I've known him for a very long time.
But are you excited? Or, I mean, cause shit,
I'm very excited.
I mean, cause I was looking at it like, I mean, this dude really be putting out people. So I mean, you can really be one of them next people. It's probably up to you more than him. But do you understand that?
Yes. I am very excited. Yeah, I'm very, very excited. I know I am in great hands. I know that I have an amazing team. So I'm not. Now it's like now it's time for me to just show and prove.
All right. And then what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
That I love everybody and I'm just so happy to be able to do this and to have people that actually like it and listen to it. And even if you don't like it, like you're listening to it, you hear it, it's getting out there. And that's amazing. If it wasn't for the people, I wouldn't really exist. I'd still be in my own little world writing music.
And then for anybody just not hearing about you, let them know why they should go follow you.
Because I am awesome. Follow me because, yeah, I am bringing raw, rich, and rebellious activity to the new year and from the new year on. And I want people to get to know me, not just with music. Like, I was talking to somebody about this earlier. The fact that I can't kind of like get on stage right now and shake hands with people or hug people or things like that. Like, we have to find a different way to connect. So I want to talk. Like, I want people to be like, yeah, like she's dope. Like, not only do I know her music, but I know her story. Like, things like that. So that's why.
What is your story?
A lot. That's a lot to process at one time. I think as time goes on, that's why I'm doing this, is for people to understand.
We can't get chapter 1? At least give me chapter 1.
Can't get chapter 1 yet. Chapter 1 comes out in 2021.
I heard that. All right, I want to say thanks for coming through Politickin with me.
Thank you for having me so much.
No doubt. You got any? What's your social media?
Follow me on YouTube. My YouTube is Roxanne Luciano Music. My Instagram is official Roxanne Luciano. Rich is streaming on all platforms, so just type it in, Rich Roxanne Luciano, and you should find me. Websites are coming soon.
I was going to ask you, what makes a person rich?
Them, their aura, your energy. It's not just about money. You can be rich in yourself, rich in health, rich in beauty, rich in intelligence, rich in anything. That's what that is.
I heard somebody say rich in spirit one time.
Absolutely.
All right, then you got any shout outs?
Shout out to Tony Mercedes. Shout out to my team, family, to anybody who's listening, watching. Shout out to you, everybody.
All right, y'all. We out.